Are we live? I honestly can't tell. It's it's not telling me. It keeps giving me a spinning circle. Hold on. Hey, there we go. There we go. Sorry, for whatever reason it wasn't showing um that I was live. I apologize for that. Let me zoom my camera out a little bit. There we go. That looks better. What am I doing on here? I got a new computer yesterday. So I am testing that out. And I also just wanted to check. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Why the heck not? Zopher's here. Jason's over on Facebook. Guys, thank you so much for stopping in. Kind of last minute. I just wanted to hang out for a little bit this Sunday afternoon. Say hello. Say what's up. I need a new filter. What's going on with my keep the bourbon always away from the keyboard? Keep the bourbon away from the keyboard. Yes, absolutely. I learned my lesson. And shall not repeat that mistake again. Um, but yes. What's going on with the filter? Is it too dark? Is it too light? What are you seeing? What are you guys seeing that I'm not seeing? This is also like me testing everything out for the mainstream come Thursday. I know I've got some like frame rate issues that I'll need to fix before then, because it's looking a little blurry, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I'm going to start out with some Turkey 101 because it's Sunday fun day. Sunday fun day. We're live on. It looks less dark than normal. Well, there's a reason for that. And the reason is because I've got a new light as well. So I got a new computer, got a new light, got some new input sources as well. So hopefully we'll be just looking better all around, which I'm happy about. I think it's looking really nice. Really nice. Thank you guys for stopping in. There's 9 of you all here. If you have not yet, please hit the like button. Twitch 2, when I should go there. Even just as like checking in on it and seeing how it's looking. But yeah, it's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And it's really just me doing that. But I figured, I may as well drink some bourbon too while I'm doing that. My palate, by the way, after this past week is absolutely just shot. like my palate's just gone after everything that I've put it through this past week. And I'm not really tasting bourbon to taste right now. I need to go on a little bit of like a tasting. Audio's even better over on. Interesting. The audio's better on Twitch. Huh. I wonder why that is. It's peculiar. But yeah, between training on Thursday night, recording on Friday, and then Matt Madness again on Friday night, I've got nothing as far as like tasting notes go. So I will probably be on palate rest at least for the rest of the week, up until like Thursday for my next stream. But I mean, it's purely just because, I like being able to give tasting notes, and I'll probably do lighter pours in the meantime. But I can't taste anything with accuracy right now, which is like the most frustrating part of it all. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed Matt Madness on Friday night. I know that I didn't win. I know that it was Not my best showing, but honestly, um, it showed me where my blind spots are. It showed me that I've got some things to work on, but I will continue to improve, and by next year, hopefully, I'll do better. So that's all I can ask for at this point. And we were talking before the stream started as well. Um, before the game started, that like that is the point that is the most fun for me. With a point when I start to get less stressed because there's nothing I can do at that point other than just kind of go into it and just be like, hey, I mean, whatever happens, happens. Like, I can only do so much training. I can only do so much work, and obviously, I've not had enough Texas bourbon. Obviously, I don't know the older age Dickel products as well as I could or as I should. Um, so, I mean, there's just a lot for me to work on before next year, but um, I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm super happy that Clifton's the one that's moving on. Not that I wouldn't have been happy if Brian had won, because I mean it's Brian. I love Brian to death. But it as second year competitors, seeing Clifton move on to the next round is awesome. It's really awesome. I think he's going to do well throughout the rest of the competition. But anyway, that's all I have to say about Matt Madness. Other than Matt, thank you for letting me compete again this year. I had so much fun with it. And yeah. Anyway, Jason Blanchard, is that whole single barrel fiasco solved up there in Kentucky? It looks like it is for the most part. It passed through the House Friday. So we're still waiting on it to pass through the Senate. But I have faith that it's going to be okay. And it sounds, we talk about it on this week's episode, on the episode that's coming out this coming Wednesday. There are, I mean, as much as there are positives to this and the ability to, continue to do single barrel picks, it seems like there might be some negatives to it as well, which I'm not at liberty to like provide, I think, the correct point of view or the correct argument for the people who are concerned about it. But in general, the concern is that more people are going to have access to be able to do barrel picks, and so that means that small businesses might have less of a chance to be able to do picks of their own. And I don't know if that's entirely the case. Like if that's going to be what happens. And I understand the worry about it. I understand the frustration about it. But I mean, people still have to have retailers to go through, unless it's someplace like New Riff, when they do quarter barrels. But you still got to have some kind of distribution. You still got to find some way to get the barrel and the bottles to people that you're trying to sell them to, or people that you're trying to, at least deliver them to. But anyway, it's just there. You can't. This is the problem with politics in general. Nobody's going to be happy 100% of the time. There's never going to be a 100% winner one way or another. So, I think that this is probably, as far as like being able to preserve barrel picks, this is probably the best scenario that we can have. But I don't know. What is it that Churchill said? Democracy might not be perfect, but it's the most perfect option that we have right now. So I mean, that's kind of how I feel about this particular instance. So who thought I'd be breaking out a Churchill quote on a Sunday early evening live stream? But here we are, and you people are here, and I'm happy to see you. And thank you for tuning in. This particular stream is just going to stay on YouTube. I'm not going to put up the audio for this, and the audio for Thursday's stream will be going up shortly over on the podcast feed. But you're very welcome, Jason. I'm happy to provide some insight, some intel for you. But it's complicated, and I think I glossed over a lot of the details of it. And I mean, I truth be told, don't know enough about it to be the only source that you should go to as far as like opinions and insight on it goes. But I mean, there's plenty of places for it, and I need to read more about it myself and learn more about it as well. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Ugh. Anyway, I know it's early, but is anybody else drinking on anything? Curious. There's not many of y'all in here right now, which is totally fine. This was a very last minute thing, and it was, again, mainly just for me to check out the system and the equipment and everything, and see what I needed to do to improve for the next time around. So we'll see. I think it looks pretty good though. As long as it's sounding okay, you guys can. We have nothing to fear but fear itself too. Amen to that. About to have some Turkey 101. That's what I'm sipping on right now. I've got a couple of bottles that I wanted to take a peek at today, but like I said earlier, I don't have much of a palate left after this past week. I'm so tired too. We got done with Matt Madness on Friday, which was actually, by the time we were finished on Eastern time, it was 1 a.m. So I didn't get to bed until about 1:30, and I'm still tired. I'm still tired from it. I haven't been this tired over multiple days in a long time. I mean, probably since college and doing like all-nighters. I mean, this is like a new level of exhaustion. But regardless, I had to hop on here. I had to say hello to people. I saw something on my way in here. That I really wanted to try. That I haven't had in a while. But this is gosh, there's so much dust. This is a small batch version of Peerless Bourbon. 109.5 proof. I'm also going very light on these pours. I've been doing this is only my second one, but I had like half an ounce of the Turkey 101 and a half ounce of this one as well. I need a better spot now to like display what bottles I'm drinking on, because I can't just hold it. I need a little like stand right here or something, a little pedestal. That would be nice. But oh my goodness, I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, so we went to the Mac store yesterday to grab or look at new computers, because mine absolutely just crapped out by Friday morning, honestly. And so I was like, I gotta have a computer to work. I mean, I can't do all the podcast editing and design work Did we get lots of snow and set our clock forward? Yes, to both. We didn't get a whole. I mean, it was more snow than we were anticipating. I think we probably got like 5 or 6 inches. Um, but yes, our clocks are set forward. So Papa Ritter would be proud. I mean, he probably he's. I say that like he's gone. He's not gone. Just the phrasing of that was off. Um, but I was gonna get the bigger option at the store, and this isn't as big as my computer before. This is of no consequence to anybody. Um, it's only like an inch shorter diameter wise, but man, I love it. I love it so much. I've been thinking about it like all day, just wanting to come out and like test stuff out and see how it runs, and it's been really nice. I'm trying to get um, gaming working on it as well. Um, I was having some issue with my capture card for video games last night, so I'm gonna spend some more time with that, and once I get it all up and running, I'll be able to start doing Twitch streams, like video game streams on Twitch, which I've been wanting to do forever, just for so long, and I just haven't been able to get it all working the right way. And my old computer was so slow and was so out of date that I wasn't even able to. Well, I just wasn't able to get it running past like 15 frames per second, maybe. I mean, at times it was like 5. Um, huh. I've already got that. Hold on. I think my audio might have just cut out a little bit for somebody. Let me get this put in. I paid for the software. See, this is why we do this on an off day. And not when I'm counting on my computer to run like normal. There we go. So we should be good now. I don't know if that had any effect on anybody, but I just had to put in my product key. The lighting is nice, Perry. Snuffy's more clear, as are the bottles behind you. Thank you. I think part of that had to do with the old computer. I also just think that I've got a better handle on how to set things up at the very least. So it's all trial and error. I didn't go to school for videography, but you know, there's enough better, and that made a fuzzy sound. Which came first, the fuzzy sound or better? I don't know. But I mean, there's plenty of ways for me to figure out how to make things work appropriately. So. Oh, that Peerless is good. I need to kill it soon. There's not a whole lot left, like 3 ounces. But this is the only. I think this is the only bottle of Peerless that I have. I got to try the double oaked, which of course Eric picked up, but that would probably be the only other bottle right now that I would consider buying. And that's only because the bottles are so expensive. But it's really good. I'm really, really surprised by how much I like that bottle, and I haven't had it in a hot minute, but here we are. Also, I should point out too, I'm not going to be staying on past like 6 o'clock because Kilco Brian has his stream at 6. So we'll be off before then. I'll probably go about 10 more minutes and then shut her down. But thank you guys for spending a little bit of your Sunday afternoon with me, Sunday evening. But nice. Mm. How's your Turkey 101s over? So what I had was real nice. Something just flash on my screen. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I'm happy that things are back to normal too. Like even just the little bit of time that I had without a computer, I was like super stressed out. Because I mean, your thought is like, well, what if I go without it for weeks? And what I went into the Apple store to look at. What's up, Whiskey Nose? Hope you're well, buddy. Just chilling here for a little bit while longer on YouTube, or I guess on Facebook and Twitch too. What was I talking about? Oh, the computer. The one that I went in with the intention of getting. He said that it wasn't going to arrive until like end of April. And I was like, I can't wait that long. I've got to have a computer to work like this week. Which reminds me, I need to send an email or like 7. But anyway. Ben to Gagney. What's going on, Ben? Chad and Sarah talking Maker's Entry Proof tonight on their stream. Didn't you guys try the DNA experiment as well? We did. We haven't tried all 4. We tried the 125 proof, which we loved. Liked it. I think it was the best Maker's product that I've ever had, and I liked it better than last year's WLW. I can't remember what the other one was that we had. I think it might have been the 110 entry, which is very, very similar to what the what Maker's cast strength is. It's just, they're more specific with what barrels go into it, and where they're pulling them from the rick house and everything. And correct me if I'm wrong, but none of these barrels were rotated either, right? Which is cool. I mean, it's nice to see something different coming out of Makers like that. Stream looks good. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. Yeah, it looks. I'm really happy with how everything looks right now. So, I said earlier that I think I've got some frame rate or flicker issues that I've got to take a look at here before too long. Also, my little thing that I normally have at the top of the screen is not showing up for some reason. So I don't know why, but looks like we're up to 1,080 subs. It's awesome. Our latest sub was Liz Keel. I don't know. But regardless, thank you guys so much for being here. And if you're watching a replay of this, I hope it doesn't take too much time out of your day. But this is about as relaxed as it gets. I just was like, I got to check it out. I got to see what's going on. Got to make sure everything's up and running. And I'll probably wind up doing another test stream or something. Hi, Brandon. I was reading Abandon, and my brain crossed Brian and Abandon over. But what's going on, Brian? Hope you're well, buddy. I don't know about you, but my palate is shot from the past few days of tasting. Friday is really what did it in. I can call you Brant. I'm gonna call you Brian still though. Um, but yeah, Friday just and it wasn't even that we had anything like super high proof. It was just the consistent like tasting and dissecting of products that just destroyed my palate. So I'm as far as like tasting goes, I'm gonna try to go on a few days rest, um, just before I have to record and stream again later in the week. But um, man, you and Clifton did so well on Friday night, Brian. Let's go for a Brandon bourbon. I like that. What's going on, Johnny Five? Good to see you. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but I'm going to stop saying that. I'm just happy to be on here. Happy to be seeing you guys. What should I go for next? How about a bottle that is probably going to also need to be killed before too long? Old Heaven Hill 6-year bottle on a blonde. Such a good bottle. Also, Johnny Five, I just realized what you were saying in what you were actually referencing. It took me a second, but no politics chat here on TIMBP, please. Not that I think you were making a statement, a political statement or anything, but I really don't. I think you were just playing off of my unfortunate mispronunciation or my inability to say words correctly in an organized fashion. Hi, Matt Porter. Matt, it's good to see you, man. I think you were bummed on Friday night that I didn't win. I think you were a little bummed. I mean, I was bummed. I am truthfully bummed that I don't get to compete anymore. But the thing I just keep saying is it shows that I have blind spots. It shows that I have things I need to improve on and keep trying more of, and to keep going down the rabbit hole on. The fact that I wasn't able to taste any Dickel on that 15 year, I mean, that's indication enough that I spend more time, just diving into it and everything. So that's you hate politics. I also hate politics. I do not care for them. I do my darndest to keep them to myself, unless it's like close friends and family. But like as far as podcast stuff goes, as far as YouTube stuff goes, not the place for me to say anything like that. But yeah, so I know what I need to do throughout the coming year to train for next year. And that's that. That's all I can say about it. I played the best I could. I did everything I could to win, and I came up short. Clifton was just the best taster on Friday night. But I know that you care a lot, and I knew you'd be hard on yourself. Always check your blind spots for tickled and solid advice. I do care a lot. Yeah. I mean, I like this was this is something that I've talked about a little bit. And to answer your question first, Johnny, I do love college basketball. I especially love the NCAA tournament. And I'm very much looking forward to this year's tournament. I don't think Kentucky's going to get seeded as well as they could have if they had won not only yesterday, but if they had made it to the SEC tournament finals today. But regardless, but so like I'm in a weird position with TIMBP where I've kind of got like my feet in both worlds, meaning like podcast world, whiskey podcast world, and whiskey tube world. And so like I feel accepted in both, but I also feel like I'm I need like something. I don't know. I don't know. What is the best way to put this? I think I'm also being hypercritical of myself and hypercritical of my own situation, which is stupid because I shouldn't be. Because I mean, this has been going for 4.5 years, and I've had mucho success with it. And I I don't know. Um, it's not like it's anything that I have to worry about um, finding followers in or success in or whatever. But there's that little part of me too that's always like, I need to show that I'm here for a reason. Um, so I don't know, like that. It's less it's less that I am bummed that somebody else moved on and it wasn't me. Um, a major part of it is that I am bummed that I just did so poorly. Like I'm a great bourbon taster, bourbon and rye taster. Um, but the thing is, so much of it is limited to what I taste within this region, right? And even still, um, having small blind spots there, and I mean, like, 4.5 years into all this, I finally think I can, or I thought I could, and it turned out to be a Texas whiskey, but I can pick out MGP, which I know that a lot of people are able to do that and have been able to do that for a lot longer than I ever have been able to. But um, I don't know. It's weird, and it's again, I'm being tougher on myself than I need to be, but I also realize that um, there's a level of complacency I think that I have allowed myself in terms of like being able to identify a vast array of products and a vast array of um, producers and things like that. And like part of that is because I just prefer the Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana products. Like I will admit that. I will be the very first person to admit that. Um, that if I'm buying something, if I'm picking something up, if I'm tasting something, my go-to is going to be Kentucky bourbon. Like, I mean, the show's called This Is My Bourbon Podcast. It's not like I'm, you know, ignoring anything else. But Johnny, yeah, I mean, it is supposed to be fun, and I know I don't need validation from anybody, but I'm just trying to cement the fact that I'm here, and I always kind of am working towards that, at least a little bit. But um, I don't know. I also think that again, I'm just being hard on myself. So that's enough of that. That specific talk. But um, man, I've got so much more stuff I've got to try and just become familiar with. And um, I mean, like there are things that I can identify, no problem. I mean, I think I've proved that. I've definitely proven that before. Um, and with more time, I mean, there's no reason that I wouldn't have been able to identify more time. I've been doing it for almost 5 years. Um, but with more training, more time, more tasting, the three T's apparently, uh, I can easily do better. I can easily do better. It's just a matter of getting into it and being curious. That being said, I cannot taste any particular notes today. I wasn't able to yesterday. I'm not able to today. I'm just, it's like, yeah, That's bourbon. And let me say this too. Don't get me wrong. I am having fun with this. I have never. There's. I mean, there have been moments where I've been like, I don't know about this, guys, but um, those really have not been any fault of my own. I don't think. But um, when it stops being fun and it starts becoming a chore, and everybody says this about anything that they do creatively, um, then it becomes not worth it. Then it becomes time to reevaluate what you're doing. So, um, but I don't ever see this being a chore. I don't ever see this being like work where I'm frustrated with the output and the inputs not what I want it to be. I'll never get to that point. Never ever. Um, yeah, this thing's going to be around for a long time. There's no reason for me to ignore it. Our group chat, um, Beer Lovers Wisconsin, just asked if I went live. I am, but not for much longer. Yeah. Heaven Hill 6, you're so good, man. I've only got one bottle left. Got one bottle left. Gonna crack it in a few weeks when we go and record a podcast, a local podcast with new friends. New friends. It's called the Lexington Business Show. So check them out. Eric and I are going to be on that here before too long. We were supposed to record it this past week, but the host got sick. His name's Brandon. He caught the stomach bug from his kid. So he totally sent us that email, and I was like, he canceled, before he even asked. And I was like, I'm not doing that. There's no way. I'm not catching the stomach bug, man. Tell you what I'm going to do. Thursday night. All non-Kentucky products. For my stream, I will do absolutely nothing that is actually from Kentucky. I've done it before. I don't think that it made the impression that it needed to. So I need some more time. Oh, Bill, there you are. Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping off here in just a couple of minutes, but it was a fun little chat for a little while. Appreciate you guys being here. Also, I don't think I said hey to Independent Joe. Joe, if I glossed over saying hello to you, I apologize. But it's good to see you. It's good to see you in here. But yeah, I gotta say congrats again to Clifton. I mean, he slayed it. He killed it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he does next. So I got it next year. But this looks good. I'm looking forward to fixing up a few things on it so that Thursday's stream is even better. But I appreciate you guys sticking around for a little while, hanging out, having a couple drinks with me. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. See you on Thursday. Till then, I'm Perry. TIMBP Live. Peace.